Hi, and thanks for joining us on Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. Today we have a special guest from Fairfax County Public Schools, the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Dec10.
Thanks very much.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Wonderful. So, first of all, we've had a couple of academic reports that have been released recently. Can you tell us about the results of those reports?
Yeah, the one that just came out had to do with all of our advanced placement and international baccalaureate tests. And once again, we continue to see this kind of stair step up of more and more kids taking either the advanced placement test or the international baccalaureate well, actually classes and tests both. And it's about 5–7% increase every year. What's interesting about this is even with the increase in test takers, we have about the same percentage, about 70% of our kids get the college passing score in the AP test. It's a 3 or better, and the IB it's a 4 or better. So we maintain a high level of passing rates even with many more kids taking tests. So we've up about the last 2 years, I think we're up over 1,000 kids more taking the test, so it's really pretty good.
Wow, that is fantastic. So there are some other reports that are coming out in the future. Can you tell us about those reports and what kind of you're expecting from them?
Yeah, what we're trying to do in the school system is, well, the academic one is our most important reports, and of course we publish those in this whenever they come out in the fall. Typically we give the school board especially some heads up on what the scores look like, and then monitor our progress. And then this time of year we get the advanced placement and the international baccalaureate. But another side of our performance that the school district or the school board monitors is what we call our support side, which is our human resources department. How's our hiring going? Are we retaining teachers at high rates? How's our salary comparison? Is it competitive, and that sort of thing? We have reports in the professional learning and training. We have reports in facilities and transportation and finance, all of the things that on the business side, if you will, of our school system. And what's happening right now is the school board is modifying the data that they want to see and make public, and becoming much more, I would say, much more robust, much more important data. It's like the real critical, what are the real critical pieces of our data in like HR? What is our turnover rate? Are we retaining teachers, and our salaries competitive, and what's that data look like concisely? And so that's the thing we're in the middle of doing right now with the school board, and then through the spring we'll be reporting on a monthly basis the results in those different performance areas.
Okay, so I've heard about some news stories where Fairfax County schools are kind of experimenting with the grading systems, maybe eliminating the Fs and giving incompletes instead. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, we aren't eliminating Fs. Kids still, if you get an F, you get an F. But one of the things that we're trying to do is to say to kids, it's more important to learn the material. Sometimes if you And so what we've been looking at is when is it appropriate to give an incomplete and then demand that the students still complete their work instead of just getting an easy F, so to speak. Not that F is something that kids want, but the notion is if you've got work that you should be doing, you should be doing it. And so you get no grade in the class until you complete that work. And that's the part of that we're looking at and asking and trying to work with communities and kids and teachers on what's the right mix of that. You can sure have normal deadlines and just take the A, B, C, D, or F, or whatever it is at that time, but our quest is to have kids actually make sure that they learn the material. And so is there a method by which we can use this incomplete to say, not good enough yet, you've got to learn the material? And that's what we're really trying to ask.
So how can our viewers find out more information about Fairfax County Public Schools, get in contact with you?
Our website always, fcps.edu. Go to that for anything. In fact, later on this spring, we'll be revising our website and updating it. But right now, well, actually, always go to it, I should say.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you for joining us on Cox Local Edition on CNN Headline News. Remember to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you.